Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about UFC middleweight bout that happened last night between Chris Weidman and Bruno Silva. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Even though it was somewhat of an anticlimactic ending to the fight due to the unintentional eye pokes, in my opinion, from Chris Weidman, it happened time and time again. Regardless of that, I'm just super happy to see Chris Weidman, the veteran, back in winning ways against a respectable opponent in the form of Silva. Silva's not... his performance, but his complaining really bothered me during the fight. I believe that fighters should not stop or halt until they hear something from the official. I believe Silva made a huge mistake for pausing before the official noticed or said anything. You never do that. You protect yourself at all times. This is the fighting game, and luckily for him, it was not ruled as a TKO. It was ruled as a unanimous decision win for Chris Weidman, which makes sense. Chris was on top the whole fight, regardless of the eye pokes. I know Silva probably has a lot to say about the eye pokes, but regardless, Chris Weidman looked good from the beginning of the fight till the ending. It never really looked like Silva was going to get him in trouble. There were certain times where Weidman was on the back foot somewhat. Silva was able to land some punches, but for the majority of the fight, Weidman was quicker to the punch. His movement was excellent. Utilized the kicks. Very happy to see him utilize kicks. Obviously, it's a very scary thing for him after, the horrible accident that he had a few years back. Also, just showed a relentless pace at the age of 39, which is very, very impressive for somebody in their latter stages of their career, to keep up with top fighters in that middleweight division, respectable opponent in the form of Silva. And now Chris Weidman is back in winning ways. This is good for Weidman, for, obviously to get a win and to regain some of the confidence. I believe that helps a lot with fighters and their confidence, obviously, when they get wins, especially in latter stages of the career, especially when they face adversity, like in the case of Chris Weidman, breaks his leg, comes back. It's a great story. And, 2 fights later, he's back in the winning column. A true question is, where does Chris Weidman go from here? And does Chris Weidman truly have the potential to compete with the best of the best in that middleweight division that's championed by Jiquez, that also has, guys like Robert Whittaker, Hamzat Chimaev, obviously Israel Adesanya and Sean Strickland at the very top of it? Where does Chris Weidman stand amongst those guys? It's a very interesting question. I'm super excited to see what happens next for Chris. Who could Chris Weidman face next in that middleweight division? That would be very, very interesting to see. And the true question is that, does Chris have what it takes to compete with the cream of the crop in that middleweight division? And does he really have what it takes to, does he have enough gas, energy, and motivation to put himself back in contention for a title shot? It's all very interesting. I'm super happy to see Chris Weidman back in winning ways, regardless of the anticlimactic ending to the fight. Due to the eye pokes, obviously, but just super happy to see a legend of the game back in winning ways at the age of 39. Very impressive and inspiring, to say the least. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and like, subscribe for more.